Good evening, everyone. I am Abdul Majid D. Ampuan, the fifth reporter for second exam. In my report, we are going to discuss cases that are related to the topic that my group mates has discussed. To formally start us, let's do a recap. We already know there are four moral dimensions that we need considers. First is safety, second is environmental protection, third is consumer usefulness, fourth is economic benefits. Step in resolving ethical dilemmas. First is moral clarity. Moral clarity identify the relevant moral values. Second is conceptual clarity. Conceptual clarity be clear about key concept. Information about the fact. Information about the fact obtain relevant information. Information about the options. Information about the options consider all realistic options. And last is well reasoned. Well reasoned make a reasonable decision. First, engineers are known to know encounter dilemmas. Dilemmas that we need to understand and evaluate to be able to conduct proper response. As a future engineer, we are highly encouraged to study this topic for us to become a good influence to the field. Case 4 and Case 5 study analysis. Case 4. During an investigation bridges collapse, engineer investigate another similar bridges and find it to be one only marginally safe. He contact the governmental agency response for the bridges and information them of his concern for the safety of the structures. He told that agency is aware of this situation and has planned to provide a next year budget for its repair until then. The bridges must remain open to traffic. Without these bridges, emergency vehicles such as police and fire apparatus would be have to use alternate route that would increase their response time by approximately 20 minutes. Engineer A is thanked for his concern and asked to say nothing about the condition of bridges. The agency is confident that the bridges will be safe. Engineer A investigated a similar bridges in which he found out the marginally safe with good response to the situation. He contacted the government agency assigned to the bridges. And he also found out that they already know but rehabilitation will be conducted next year because of the budget. It is quite scary, but because human safety should be considered here, especially that we need all know bridges is the very useful for us transportation purposes. Also is the said that the bridges is the main route for emergency response vehicle. The situation of the bridge should be resolved first. The more clarity of this case is the people right to know the situation for them to listen the people passing the bridges because awareness is the key to casualties. Second, information about the fact, proper investigation, and data analysis is needed for us to know the most effective response to this problem. Like you need to know that cost effect of the step procedure we are going to conduct for this dilemma. Third, we need to have an option, for example, alternate route for the vehicle for us not to be able to have a personal life said community. Last, the agency must have guaranteed a reasonable decision to solve the problem because the road and bridges are busiest place we all know. It is all one of the most useful structure for us human in terms of transportation. For, for it made our life easier. Also as an Also, as an upcoming engineer, no matter what, agencies say must apply what is the right to do that good for the community for it is your force to do so. In the Philippines, 47 transportation and 78% transport passenger transportation. Japan International Cooperation Agency or JICA. Rehabilitation and maintenance of the bridges along the Alter Road, first and second. At the time of the Appraisal, road transporter was the main form of transportation in the Philippines, comprising 47 of national freight transportation and 78 of the passenger transport. The Philippine government also set road sector improvement and expansion as a major policy issues, since it recognized this as a part of the economic and social activities. According to the feasibility study by the Japan International Cooperative and Agency JICA conducted in 1987, 742 bridges on artery roads were judged to require repair or rebuilding. 80% of these bridges we built before 1980s. Gaya na eh. Of the 7,400 bridges, 52 were selected as a bridges within high urgent and 78 passenger transportation. According to feasibility study by Japan and International Cooperation Agency JICA, 747 we just to required building a good to ensure a smooth road traffic when he rehabilitation but bridges also the Philippines, Japan will have improvement. So for me it's considered as a response because of its as a benefits the most. Next is case 5. A cafeteria is office building has comfortable table and chairs, indeed too comfortable. They invite people to linger longer than management has to desire. You ask to desire a comfortable one of the discards, just linger. In this case, we need make a reasonable decision. As a future professional, we must act professional. Honestly, may sometimes be insult, but making decision that may harm other and may making others safely is a bad thing to do. Ensuring that people safe must also known as understand out safety responsibility as a employer and manager within an organization and ensure establish and implement health and safety. Human resources professional play an important role in ensuring employee health and safety as they know the workplace, the employee and their job demand. While human resources information are not expected to know the technical aspect of the workplace health and safety, they should know when and how to use existing resources to respond to employee concern. Healthy and safety guide for human professional. In the in many organization health and safety responsibility are within the human resources department. In order to meet this responsibility, human resources professionally must understand the health and safety responsibility of employer, manager, supervisor, and employee within the organization. Implement personnel management policy to ensure that everyone in the workplace is aware of he, her responsibility, establish effectively weighing of meeting health and safety responsibility, and last is ensure that the employee fulfill their health and safety responsibility as outlined in the organization policy and program. Thank you.